Hey guys, it's Ashley with Wii U Daily, and today we're going to be taking a look at some tracks, tips, and trips in Mario Kart 8. If you're a die-hard fan of the Mario Kart series, you'll likely already know a few of these tips and tricks, since Mario Kart 8 is functionally very similar to Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 7, but there have been a few changes. Let's start with a few tips to make sure you're the top racer no matter what. Choosing a kart and its parts that fits your racing style is the most important factor in how well you'll perform. If you like doing boosts and drifts on the track, you'll probably want to play as the baby characters, since their speed bonus combined with a kart and wheels that give better handling make them quite formidable. The larger characters like Wario do have better speed, but against the smaller characters that are constantly drifting and boosting, it'll be tough to compete. Boosts and drifts play a big part in Mario Kart 8, but did you know it's possible to get a boost right out of the gate? Yep, and there's a science to it as well. Watch the numbers that pop up on the screen as Lakitu counts down to the start of the race. When the number 2 first starts to fade away, hold your acceleration button. If you time it properly, you'll get a nice boost at the start of the race. And when you get good, you'll get that boost every time. If you don't, well, that happens. Customizing your kart to your preferred playstyle won't be possible out of the gate, since a lot of the kart parts and characters are locked away at the start of the game. The easiest way to unlock the first 8 characters is by winning each cup race at the 50cc level. Most of the characters at that level are Bowser's Koopalings and the baby characters, but the Mii is locked behind the character unlocks as well. When it comes to kart parts, you'll need to be great at picking up those coins around the track. Aside from being the currency to unlock parts, coins also serve 2 purposes. First, around every 50 coins or so, you'll unlock a new part at the end of the race. Second, coins also affect the top speed of your driver. The more coins you have, the faster you'll go. Don't go out of your way and wreck just to try and keep 10 coins on you at all times, but be aware of the speed boost. Shortcuts are littered around every track, and it's up to you to find them. They're quickly discoverable in time trials mode, so be sure and pick apart each track on your own time. Most shortcuts have a rough patch ahead of them, so you'll need a mushroom to negate the slow speed. It's worth mentioning that most shortcuts are a high-risk, high-reward situation, like this one at the end of Cloud Top Cruise. If you're in first place, you likely won't want to risk falling off the track, but be aware that those behind you could shoot ahead unless you have the means to stop them. When it comes to Mario Kart, the key to winning is often how well you use the items. Depending on what you're holding, you can streak past the current first place racer to win, or prevent a Spiny Shell from throwing you off your game. If you're in first place and you manage to grab a Super Horn, keep it! If anyone throws a Spiny Shell at you, you use your Super Horn before the shell hits you, you'll absolutely destroy it. It's the only item in the game that can destroy that Spiny Shell. For those trying to catch up to the first place racer, remember that boosts are your friend. Use the mushrooms wisely, and in anti-gravity parts of the tracks, don't be afraid to bump into your fellow racers. You'll get a boost from it, and if they're strung out far enough on the track, you can boost from racer to racer and end up boosting yourself all the way to first or second place. If you do manage to get into first place relatively early and you want to keep that position, you have a few options. Certain items like the banana and the turtle shells can be placed behind you by pressing and holding the power button. This way, if a racer throws a turtle shell or tries to bump into you, they'll instead get blocked or messed up by whatever surprise you leave them. I hope you learned at least one new thing from our Mario Kart 8 tips and tricks video, and if you didn't, you can settle up with me on the tracks. Once again, this is Ashley with Wii U Daily, and I'll see you at the finish line.